Welcome back, everyone. So, time to little move your body. Puran Puri, oh, nice. Then we need to dance little more now. So, let's all get up, stand up. Few people. Thank you. That's the beauty of Gujaratis, right? They can start Garba anywhere, any time. Any song. परसों परसों करेंगे परसों डीजे नाइट विल डू द गरबा So next topic is goal setting. So this is more like an exercise which I'm going to explain you how one should do it. So in your journal, you all have that goal setting ka column. So later on, you can use that as a reference. And this is something which needs little time, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. So I'm just briefly going to tell you how it should be done. And then later on, you can do it at your own pace, whenever you have your own time. So friends, there are 3 types of people. One who make things happen, one who watch things happen, and one who wonder what happened. So goal setting is also about understanding what is unique to you, right? It's not about generally or externally what people want, what they want from you, what society wants from you. It's a very personal thing, what you want in your life. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior, but nobody is equal either. People are simply unique and incomparable. We are all unique. You are you and I am I. We all come with our own uniqueness, and that is the beauty that makes this human experience amazing. Our own uniqueness, our differences. So goals are dreams with a deadline, right? So when you have some deadline, as I told you before, work expands with time. But when you keep some timeline, then all the cooperative components come together to make it happen, because people know there's a deadline, right? And we have seen this with pyramid so many times. Every new event is a deadline for, we give our internal targets to achieve something new before this event. And we see that the work is going on till the last hour of the event, before the event starts. Because now everyone knows this is a deadline. Everybody knows there's an event coming up. From the worker to the planners to the architects to the interior, everybody knows that there's this event coming up and we have to complete it. And a lot of times I've seen that if there's no deadline, if there's no event, I don't fix anything, everybody gets relaxed. Even I get busy with my own work, go back to Bombay, get things. So sometimes we need goals to get things done. Like I shared yesterday, for this Hindi, the moment I knew I'm going to do in 2 months, everything came together to make it happen. So, and what gets measured gets done. That's why goals are dreams with deadline. It's not open goal. It's measurable, so that you can measure, right? This is my 1 month goal. This is my 6 months goal. This is my 10 months goal. This is my 2-year goal. They're different than purpose. But a goal can be a part of the purpose, right? So for example, you want to lose weight, right? You want to lose weight, so you need to give yourself some timeline. You don't say that, oh, I've seen myself thin in the quantum world, and I leave it to the universe. Whenever it happens, it happens. Of course, you can do that. But you also, some things you need to make it measurable. Right? You have a 1-year goal of losing weight or a 2-year goal of losing weight. And then you measure every month whether you are progressing or not. It's not going to happen that if you have a 1-year target, 364 days, you keep eating, you don't bother about your health, and last one day all of a sudden you lose weight, right? So it has to be measurable. So when you set a goal, you also set small, short goals to see where you are going, what you're doing. It's programming your mind, right? As I told you, we see 6,000 advertisement every day. If you don't have a program for your mind, then your mind will be programmed. from outside, from the matrix. The matrix will program your mind. So we need to reinvent ourselves. Goal setting is also reinventing yourself so that you make decisions. And that's what life by design, not by default. And if you're not changing, what you're not changing, you're choosing, then you'll continue to live the way you're living. So we are going to write. So that's why it is important to write your goals. By writing your goals, you are actually carving your future. Writing always gives you clarity. So many times if you are confused, you don't know what to do, start writing. All of a sudden, you will know, you will start getting clarity. And what is success? Success is nothing but a progressive realization towards a worthy goal. Success is a progressive realization towards a worthy goal. Also, a lot of times, a goal can keep changing from time to time. Like when you're studying, your goal is different. When you're business, your goal is different. For your family, the goal could be different. At the age of 60, your goal could be very different from what you want at the age of 20 or 30 or 40, right? So goal can keep changing. But if you have a goal, if you have a methodology to do what you want to do, what you want to achieve, then you can even avoid a lot of mistakes in life. Because when you set a goal, you also set a methodology. Some short-term goals. And what I'm going to share with you the technique, all this methodology. Sometimes, otherwise, a ship is safe at the harbor, but it can't go anywhere, right? And if the ship does not know where to go, it will get lost in the sea. So sometimes it is good to know where you want to go. And that also helps you to avoid mistakes, because your intention, the moment you set up an intention, your intention has an organizing power. It organizes its own fulfillment. Every thought you think has its own personal vibration and frequency. And it will draw more thoughts corresponding to that vibration and frequency. You'll meet the people according to that. You'll meet teachers, guides, all according to that. So, and that's why, and so many times it's good to learn from others' wisdom. If I have my goal to, say, become a dancer, then it's good to learn from a good teacher, right? Rather than me just trying, making mistakes, and then realizing my mistake, and then take a lot of time. So it's good to take help from guides, teachers, who are the experts, who are experts in that field. So there are two ways to learn: from your mistakes or from others' mistakes. The first is costly, the second is free, right? That's why we do a lot of book reading, because there's a wisdom of others, the mistakes which others have done, and they've learned from that mistakes. We understand from their wisdom. That's how they became wiser, so that we don't need to make that mistakes. So friends, this is a very broad classification. We have 12 areas of our life, 12 spokes of a wheel, right? So I divide into three parts: experiences, growth, and contribution. Experiences about love and relationships, friendships. It's all there in the journal also. And anyways, I'm going to share these slides. Friendships, adventure, environment. And I'm going to go one by one. So all this is about, so what is, say, or before we, so all these areas of a life, so you divide all this into 12 parts, and then I'm going to tell you about one by one. So when you divide into 12 parts, first, when you do this exercise, I want you to meditate. Be in a right state of emotional state, right mental state, calm, peaceful. Connect to your source. And then, give each area of your life, you can give a score. From 1 to 10, these 12 areas of your life, where do you stand? Maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 9, maybe 10, maybe 3, whatever. Where are you right now? So you score with honestly. Just score with honesty. And we can be great in all aspects of our life. It's not one at the cost of another. If we are aware, if we are conscious, if we are creators, and we have chosen to take this human experience, we can be great in every aspect of our life. Right? So relationships, I'm going to talk a lot about relationships again tomorrow and day after. Relationships, friendships, you all know, adventures, your travel, new experiences, environment, your car, office, your city, or the town you want to live in, the schools, cafes, restaurants, clubs, all this is your environment. Your health and fitness, any physical condition you have, you want to look more fitter, younger, whatever, you know. Then intellectual life is learning, reading, watching, seminars, workshops. How are you mentally enriching yourself regularly, right? Then the skills. What are your unique skills? What makes you unique? What is your meaningful pastime? Right? So those are your skills. It could be also your vocational training, or which could help you to build a successful career, you know. Then your spiritual life. We all know about spiritual life. Then financial life. Could be career, your business, right? Your job. Creative life. Something which may not give you money, but it's just that you love doing what you're doing. It could be a paint, it could be writing, it could be cooking, it could be singing, dancing, play music, whatever it could be, you know. That's your creative life. And when you do that, it comes in contribution. You are actually contributing to the universe by being creative. Your family life, parents, children, siblings, partner, spouse, everything, family life, the community life. Are you giving or are you contributing? What definitive role are you playing in your community to make the world better around you? And that could be anything. Some people are very passionate about education. Some people are very passionate about hygiene or cleaning. Somebody is passionate about spreading meditation or spirituality or whatever is your unique, whatever your uniqueness or what drives you, what pulls you, which you enjoy to give, to contribute to the society, which makes society a better place to live in. Right? So all these are the 12 aspects of our life. Experiences, growth, contribution, divided into these three categories, all these 12 experiences. Then when you do the goal setting, you start from premise. So what is premise? What are my deepest beliefs in this area of your life? So first, each area you give a score. Then each area you write, what are my deepest beliefs in this area of your life? As Dr. Newton said, identify your limiting beliefs. Your limiting beliefs, maybe you're carrying from your past life, maybe you're carrying from your culture scape. Right? Culture scape is the matrix, the society. From your mother, father, teacher, preacher, minister, friends, trends, religion, nation, whatever, all that. So what are your deepest beliefs in that area of life? What are your limiting beliefs in that area of life? Sometimes you want to do something, but you feel, oh, I'm too old now. I'm 60, how can I be a dancer? How can I be a singer? Or anything, Because if you believe, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you cannot, you cannot. Your belief drives your behaviors. Right? So these are a few of the limiting beliefs, just an example. Like God is outside of me. I'm just not a lucky person. Or nothing good ever happens to me. I am not smart. I am not creative. I gain weight easily. Whatever, all these limiting beliefs. Things never go my way. My pain is normal and it will never go away. Life is very serious. Women are less than men. So many times, depending on the society, our culture, our family environment, we develop this conditioning. In my family, women are always treated less than men. So I developed that conditioning initially. So these limiting beliefs cause you automatic negative thought. These are ants running in your brain all the time. Automatic negative thought. So when you have any limiting belief, you write it down and then change it with an empowering belief. Like suppose it says, I could never accomplish those business goals because I don't have the skills it would take to pull them off. Now the new empowering belief is, I can easily acquire all the skills I need or find the perfect people I need with those skills to help me. You don't need to have all the skills on your own. You can always find the right people, partner with the right people, or hire the right people. So like this, whatever is your limiting beliefs, you can change it to an empowering belief. These are just all examples. Then we do the second part of the exercise. So premise, then vision. What is your vision? So vision is, where do you want to go? What do I really want to do in this area of my life? What is your goal? What is your eventual outcome? What do you want to achieve? Being clear of what you want, clarity. Right? From clutter to clarity, very clear of where you want to be in this part of your life. What is your vision? Whether your friendship or relationship or family life, everything, you set up a vision. Now, when you set up your vision, don't set up a vision which actually stresses you. Your goal should stretch you, but not stress you. Right? Because if it is stressing you, then it's a self-defeating phenomenon. The exercise is to be fun. The whole process is to be a joy. Enjoy the journey, to give direction to your life, but not like, oh my God, I have burdened myself with so many things. Right? Yes, it may stretch you, but it should not stress you. And that's why you also slice down your goals, your bigger goal, if you have some bigger goal, slice down into smaller goals. For 5 years, this is my goal. If I want to lose 30 kgs in 3 years, okay, every 1 year I will lose 10 kgs. On an average, every month I will lose 1 kg. So make it into a smaller goal. Then you know it is measurable. And then it's not that to lose 1 kg. All of a sudden, if you think lose 30 kg, oh my God. But to lose 1 kg in a month is possible, right? So divide it into, if it is a bigger goal, then slice down your goals into smaller goals. Then your purpose. Why do you want to have that goal? Why do you want to have a vision for? What is your vision for? And purpose will give you inspiration. If you have a goal, you will be motivated. But if there's a purpose behind that goal, then you will be inspired. That is when efforts are not required, efforts are inspired. Friedrich Nietzsche said, he who has a why to live for, can bear almost any how. If you have a higher purpose, if you have a bigger vision, then no matter what your challenges, no matter what your obstacles, no matter what the adversities, that purpose will drive you. It will pull you out of it. Otherwise, you'll get lost. So very powerful statement. If he who has a why to live for, can bear almost any how. And he was in the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor. And he said, because I had a why to live for, I survived many years of the trauma or torture. Because I had a bigger goal. And that gave me that vision to live for. And there's a story behind it. How he got saved. So I'll not go much into the story, but he who has a why to live for can almost bear any how. Anything that does not give you peace, profit, or serve your purpose, don't give it your time, energy, or attention. Anything that does not give you peace, profit, or purpose, don't give it your time, energy, and attention. So be clear, what is your purpose? Is it giving you peace? Maybe it is making you money or some profit or some emotional goals, some emotional things. Or serve your purpose. Why you want what you want? You should be in love with your goals. Oh, the whole thought excites me, it inspires me. Right? It feels, because it is coming from my heart. Right? Rumi says, your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. So pay attention to things that you're naturally drawn to. What are you naturally drawn to? And that they are often connected to your path, passion, or purpose in life. Whatever you're naturally drawn to. Right? Rumi said, when you do the things moving from your soul, when you do things moving from your soul, when you do things from your soul, you see a river moving in you, a river of joy. That flow will come, the energy will come, the impulse will come, and that will drive you. And the journey will be the journey of joy. Rumi said, whatever purifies you is the right path. I will not try to define it. Whatever purifies you, we are all unique. That is the right path for you. Whatever purifies me is the right for me. Right? Then you'll enjoy the work. You'll love what you're doing. Then you're driven, you're not dragged. Right? So find your purpose, find the why. And once you find why, then you will feel destined to achieve it. It's compelling to you. It's spontaneous, it's meaningful to you. Spontaneous and meaningful to you. That very thought brings a smile on your face. It's liberating. For me, this 9-day workshop was, it was such an excitement. Wow, I'm going to meet so many people in person now. And while I'm teaching, I'll also learn so much. I'll also get to meet so many interesting people. The very thought is exciting. You don't feel, oh my God, 9 days. If my wish prevails, I can carry on I will take 30-day class. So the very thought is liberating. It brings a smile on your face. It's motivation. Motivation is motive for action. Right? And as I've shared you before, true goal setting is emotional goal setting. Right? What is your emotional goal? Why? When you write why, what is your emotional goal? Am I doing because my parents want me to do it? Because it will make them happy or it will make you happy? Steve Jobs said, if you're working on something that you really care about, then you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Right? So Rumi said, respond to every call that excites your spirit. So see if you're exciting your spirit. And don't worry if you wonder, oh, how will this happen? Oh, I don't have money. I don't have the resources. I don't have time. Everything will come. Everything will fall in place. Right? When you protect your purpose will protect you. How much do you value your purpose? Right? Rumi said, as you start to walk on the way appears. Just start walking the way. Lao Tzu said the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? So start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible, and suddenly you will be doing the impossible. So some wake up to alarm, others wake up to their calling. What do you wake up to? Or do you wake up alarmed? Or do you wake up to your calling? Right? Some wake up to the alarm, others wake up to their calling. What's your calling? What drives you when you wake up? What excites you when you wake up? What do you look forward to the day when you wake up? Mark Twain said, the two most important days in your life, the most important incident in your life is the day you are born, and the second is the day you know why. Right? So find your why. Then next step is reflection. Reflection is your vibrational state. What is your vibration frequency? Are you inner? Where are you? Are you aligned to your purpose? What is your vibration frequency? Is your vibration frequency alignment to your purpose? Are you tuned in, tapped in, turned on? What's your state of being? Right? So check your vibration state. Again, vibrational is about emotional goal setting, right? And now you know all about emotional goal setting, so I will not go much into details. But the real purpose of the goal is not necessary to achieve it. Again, but what you become in the process. The pleasure of manifestation is in the awareness, is the awareness in the process is in the awareness of the process of creation. Not necessarily that you achieve it or not. It is the pleasure, it is the journey, the pleasure you derive in the process of becoming. That's why manifestation is a journey, it's not a destination. Success is a journey, not a destination. And small things makes a big difference. You know, US Navy SEALs, they make their beds every day. First thing they are taught to make their bed every day. As soon as they get up, make up your bed. It's small habits. It is the small wins which creates momentum. So that's why it's fine to set up even small goals. Because that small goal, when you achieve it, it will create that momentum. It will change the vibration. And that momentum will lead you to a bigger goal, and to the bigger, and to the bigger. So you start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible. And suddenly you're doing the impossible. Because the momentum will pull you. The momentum will take you. The momentum will attract things corresponding to that. And of course, a lot of times you will fail also. And that's why when you have a purpose, then you will not get distracted by the failure. Failure is not an opposite of success, it is a part of success. You may go through series of setbacks, lot of defeats, lot of disappointments. Or maybe you give up. But remember, it is often a bad break before a big breakthrough. Right? It's often a bad break before a big breakthrough. If one is breaking a stone, he may have hit 100 times and he may give up. But maybe 101st time, the stone cracks. So just because you're not seeing the result doesn't mean it's not happening. You know about this. And then last comes the strategy. So now you know where you stand. You have a clarity of everything. Of your vision, of your purpose, of your premise, of your vibrational frequency. Now you plan the strategy. What do I do to make this happen? So again, first I'll always tell you to change your vibrational frequency. First change your state of being. Then doing what you're doing. Meditation, visualization, right? Write your vision board. Create a mind movie. I'm going to talk more about mind movies. Right? So that is the action plan. That is the strategy. But meditation is also a part of the action. Just because you're sitting in stillness does not mean it's not an action. Silence is a speech of a spiritual seeker. By going into silence, you are activating the quantum field. You are activating the quantum field. Right? To the mind that is still, Lao Tzu said, to the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. By stilling your mind, you are rigging the universe in your favor. So, action plan. What is your morning routine? It's not when you get up, it's what you do when you get up. What is your sleep routine? Small, small things. What do you do as soon as you get up, what do you do in first 10 minutes? If you don't have 10 minutes, you don't have a life, Tony Robbins said. If you don't have your first 10 minutes of your life, then you don't have a life. But the moment we check our mobile phones, the WhatsApp messages, this, that, we go back to our past. A lot of times it is all about, you may not have the resources. So when Patricia said we have to build Pyramid Valley, somehow that impulse came, sir, we should make the Asia's largest pyramid. Let's make like a monument. I did not have the resources at that time. But I started researching about all the other spiritual centers of the world. I started visiting the other spiritual centers and visualizing and feeling, wow, this is what I want in Pyramid Valley. This is what I want in Pyramid Valley. Or we should do this in Pyramid Valley. So what did this happen? What did it do? Even by visiting, even by Googling, even by checking it online, I was changing my vibration. So you don't need money to change your vibration. Everything is available online. By Googling, by gathering more information about whatever your purpose is, your vision is, you can change your vibration. And that vibration builds the momentum. And then everything starts falling in place. So, it is the little progress you make every day. Make it extremely easy. Don't make it tough. Don't make it challenging. Because the moment it becomes tough, it develops resistance. Make it easy. I am generally a lazy person, you know. I usually exercise just 10 to 15 minutes a day. But I like to jog. I want to jog twice a week. But I usually end up jogging twice a month. So I did something very easy. Every day morning when I come down and I have my water in the hall, I told my servant, just keep my socks and shoes in front of me. When you serve the water, put socks and shoes also in front of me. Then I started jogging twice a week. अब socks and shoes अब सामने आ ही गया है तो पहन ही लो. अब जब पहन ही लो तो दौड़ भी लो. So make it easy. Make it visible. When you see it, then you will think, Arichal, now let's do it, you know. Kabir wanted to learn drums. It was in the playroom, so he hardly used to play. I shifted the drums from the playroom, and he was very good in drums, to his room. The moment I shifted to his room, he started playing every day. He started playing so much that it became a nuisance for everyone. At 2 o'clock in the night, he's playing drums. So make it easy. Make it easy. Make it visible. Small things. So that is a hack, you know. Make it stupidly small. And then I decided if I miss, any week I miss jogging twice a week, then next week I'll do thrice. So the very act that I have to do thrice next week, I said, chalo abhi kar lete hain. So consistency is important. What you do it in consistency. Consistency is important. And I'm telling you, it's a 5-second window before you go into the autopilot mode. Between the wearing the shoes and not going, it's a 5-second window where I go back, where I give it to my laziness, or I say, no, let's do it, you know. But the moment you give up, then you will find reasons. The mind will come up with the reasons. So it's a 5-second window between the autopilot mode or the deliberate thinking, between the default mode and the deliberate thinking mode. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action, you know, it's like that. Avoid hesitation or procrastination. If you want to call up someone, don't say, oh, I'll call. Sometimes the act of procrastination stresses you. The moment you just pick up a phone and call, you will feel the freedom. You will feel energized. Oh, I did it. This is out of my mind now. Then find your accountability partner or a mentor or a coach. So what happens is this, it brings commitment. So my accountability partner is Kabir. And then he listens to me because now he also get to question me. So your kids are your best accountability partner. You know? Then surround yourself. Surround yourself with OQP. OQP is only quality people. You have to make a choice whom I am spending most of my time with. You are the sum total of the five people whom you spend your most time with. So surround yourself with OQP, only quality people. Who inspires you, who motivates you. If you are weak in some part, partner with somebody who has the strength. And it's okay to take help. No one gets there by themselves. Everyone needs help. As a parent, when I was seeing challenges in my parenting and I'm seeing that there was some discord in my relationships, I went to the child psychiatrist. Because spirituality did not give me the understanding of the child psychology. I wanted to understand how a teenage mind runs. When they achieve 14, how their mind changes. When they are 19, how they change different, how the mind behaves. And it really helped to understand their psychology. Right? So everyone needs help. When I went to the psychiatrist was surprised. He says, I do your meditation. But we all need help. We all need to learn from each other. If somebody is an expert in that field, be humble to learn. While you work to improve your weaknesses, but learn from others. And know your strength, manage your strength. And once you know this is your strength, then don't let anybody talk you out of it. You know what is your strength. Your heart knows what's your strength. So make a commitment to yourself. Cowardice will ask, is it safe? Cowardice will ask, is it safe? Politics will ask the question, is it popular? But your conscience or your commitment will ask the question, is it right? Is it what I want? Do I have to do it? Should I do it? So follow your conscience. And as I told you before, others can walk up with you. Others can walk with you, but nobody can walk it for you. It's your path and your path alone. You can't pay somebody to do your push-ups. If it is to be, it is up to me. And you're not going to master the rest of your life in a day. But master the day and keep repeating every day. Just keep doing that every day. So connect with people who have achieved it, Whatever your goal is. Connect with people who have achieved it. If you want to be a runner, meet the runners who have done, say, Ironman or triathlon. If you want to become a runner. So connect with whoever is the expert in that field. Connect with people who have achieved it. Read the autobiographies. Watch their videos. Read their books. Right? Meet the experts. And now everything is so easily available online, freely available on YouTube. So all that will really help you to change your vibration. So I'll give you one example. So suppose you're looking for a love in your life. Your belief is, oh, I never find true love. Okay, so you write your belief, then change that belief with an empowering belief. I'm in love, I'm in a relationship with a person where we both love each other. It's so fulfilling. It's such a joy. Vision, what? I want to find a true love. Purpose, I'll feel fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled. Reflection, maybe you don't have maybe there could be a lack of self-love, self-worth, and that's why you're not finding the love outside. Then strategy, call to action, meditation, visualization, mind movie, action plan. So all these things. So like that you can make in every area of your life. Yeah, same example. So, play the video. Again, it's a Nike ad.
If people say your dreams are crazy, if they
It's only crazy until you do it. So just do it. So friends, now I'm going to share with you about mind movies. Again, this is a great tool which will give you a lot of clarity. So I've told you about these 7 areas of your life, 12 areas of your life. So you can even make a mind movie. Earlier you used to make a vision board. Now you can make it a mind movie, which is more visual, moving, with music, with your quotes, right? When you see your mind movie before sleeping or as soon as you get up, you are rewiring your brain, right? Nerve cells, you are making your nerve cells wire and fire together for that to happen. You are making the program for your mind, right? Your RAS becomes familiar. Your reticular activating system becomes familiar of that event now. Now you're seeing it visually happening, not just imagining in your mind. Actually visually seeing it happening with music. And with music, it also builds a lot of emotions, and especially when you make your own mind movie. Right? Nerve cells that fire together, wire together. What links in the brain, sinks in the brain. So, I'm not going to much more into all these details. You all know it now. You know all about RAS, mirror neurons. I'll share 2 mind movies. One is of Varun and one then of myself, which we both made around 6 years back. So yeah, can play Varun's mind movie. At that time, we had not started teaching meditation or teaching classes, you know. And his fund, Giri Capital, in last 6 years, is the highest, best performing fund in the country. So I'll share mine now. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience and your time and allowing me to share our lives with you. So thank you. So you can make your mind movies and put your own music, own quotes, whatever resonates with you, own goals, and plan to cover. First, do that goal setting exercise to see that your mind movies covers all the aspects of your life, and put it in your present tense as if it's already happened. Right? Sorry? Hip hop. Before I attended, yeah. I can show. Thank you. Live? Okay, 2 minutes, huh? अभी देख के मैं भी एक्साइट हो गई.
Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. Let it rain. Let me talk to him. Come on. So they had them people bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Hey, I ain't never seen nothing that'll make me go this crazy all night spinning my dough. Had $1 million vibe in the body to go. Them birthday cakes, they stole the show. So sexual, she was flexible, professional, drinking Xano. Hold up, wait a minute, do I see what I think I will? Did a thing I seen, sure to get low. Ain't the same when it's up that close. Make it rain, I'm making it snow. Work the pole, I got the bang bro. I'ma say that I prefer them no clothes. I'm into that, I love women exposed. She threw it back at me, I gave her move. Cash ain't a problem, I know where it goes. She had them bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor.
I have to charge extra for this. Thank you everyone. Thank you, thank you. Thanks. Krishna, what is this video? Oh. Yeah, or we can play this video. No, not this, from boom to tomb. No, not this, not this. Life is short. So the next topic is, so we'll directly break by 5:30, then tea break, and then break till we meet back for meditation. So today's meditation in the night is a 3-hour long meditation, the depths of being, yeah? So we'll start at 8:30 so that we can end by 11:30, yeah? So self-talk, again a very important topic, because a lot of times the reason why we are not able to manifest things in our life is also because of self-talk. Many times our relationships are challenging because of your inner talk. Self-talk is the inner talk. What is the inner talk going on? So friends, as human beings, we have 2 unique gifts, which is only to the human being, which is one mind and the speech. Mind, conscious and subconscious. You all know about it, conscious and subconscious, right? Speech is the outer speech and the inner speech. And these 2 things are unique to every human being, right? Whether we are Indian, French, American, whatever, we all have a mind. And when we have mind, that means we have an imagination and we have a speech. And if we can use it wisely and creatively, the whole world can be ours. The whole world is ours. In fact, I would say the difference between God and man is how we use these 2 gifts. God has perfected the art of using these 2 gifts. The man who perfected the art of using those 2 gifts became God. So, as I have shared in the first day only, how the conscious generates ideas and impresses these ideas on the subconscious mind through the medium of feeling, right? Feeling is the only medium through which the conscious generates ideas and impresses it on the subconscious mind. But once felt, the subconscious takes those ideas as true, because subconscious mind is non-selective, non-personal, it will non-judgmental. It takes that ideas as true and and retain it into the subconscious mind. Right? So what is impressed shall be expressed in our life. Because the subconscious mind is like a fertile land. You reap whatever you're sowing, that's what you'll reap in your life. In fact, the subconscious mind is the realm of cause, and the three-dimensional reality is the effect. So the cause is here, and the effect, what you're seeing, is outside. I'll skip it. So first I'll talk about the outer speech. Then I'll go into the inner speech. So our speech, also our words, are powerful. They have its own vibration and frequency. What you speak, you manifest. Poor mouth is equal to poor life. So words, friends, words are like seeds. When you speak out something, you give it life. Every word you say is a blueprint that our mind and body works to make it real. Now, whether you realize it or you're not realizing it, whether you realize it or not, by speaking, you're actually prophesizing your future. And with repetitions, it becomes reality. So words are like windows. Words are windows or they are walls. They can sentence us or they can set us free. Because words are energy. And they can cast spells. Words can cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. That's why we say spells. So change the way you speak about yourself and about others. The moment you start changing the way you speak about yourself, you will change your life. Don't talk about the problem, talk about the promise. The moment you verbalize a thought, you give it a right to come to pass. That's why every sentence you speak is an affirmation to yourself. That's why be impeccable with your words. Don Miguel said, be impeccable with your words. Physical health depends on what goes into your mouth. And mental and emotional health is reflected by what comes out of your mouth. So labels, vows, they're all self-fulfilling prophecies. You label yourself, you label others. You take a vow with such firm intensity. I am not going to leave this person. I'll teach this person a lesson. And you take that vow with such firm intensity that your hardwiring, the wires in your brain, the hardwiring in your brain is changing. You're hardwiring the brain for that reality to come into your life because that's your vibration of resistance, of anger, of irritation. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So use your words carefully. Always express what we want the other person to do differently in a positive language, in a positive way. I'll give you the example of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison he was not a good student at all in his school. He has dyslexia, so he could not read properly. And he was far behind the class. So one day the teacher, the principal of the school wrote to the mother that your son is expelled from the school because he is not able to cope up with all the other students, and because he is slow in learning, it is affecting the progress of the whole class. So the mother said, Thomas Edison, that you are such a great student and you are so intelligent and you are such a out-of-box thinking and you have such a creative mindset that the other students are not able to cope up with you, and that's why I am going to give you homeschooling. And Thomas Edison believed that. And he became the biggest inventor of America. When his mother died, he had no idea about this letter. When his mother died, and he opened the drawer of his mother, when he went to that letter, then he realized that this was the real reason why he was expelled. So this is the power of words. So now I'm going to talk about inner talk. The outer speech, a lot of times we can still be careful, we can still be diplomatic, right? But inner speech, we are very real, right? You meet a person for the first time, you say, oh, nice to meet you. And if you don't like that person, and that person wants to talk to you for a longer time, you are like, this stupid person, he is now completely chipko with me. Again you tell that person, bye, nice to meet you, but in your mind, thank God this person went away, right? So to your inner talk, you never lie. Outside you can still be lying. Inner talk is very real. So your inner speech, so your outer speech may not necessarily conform to your inner feelings. But your inner speech will always conform to your true inner feeling. And God does not see, the universe does not see your outer speech. But the universe sees your inner speech, because that conforms to your feelings. So every inner speech that you talk within yourself is an affirmation to ourselves. Because your mind believes it. There's no resistance to that words, to your inner sentence. You know it's genuine. You know it's truth. Because you're feeling it. You believe it. But it is your inner speech. It is your inner speech which is frozen as our outside world. That becomes the reality. Our individual world is the self-revelation of our inner speech. What's going on in your mind? So check, what is important is to be aware of your inner conversation. Control your inner conversations during the day. Stop in a day and ask, what am I thinking? What am I thinking now? Observe what are you doing from the inside. For the quantum field, for the universe, that is what it sees. And that's why our whole vast world is a solidified speech. The outside mirrors the inside. As within, so without. So whatever you see outside are the contents of your consciousness. The world in every detail is our consciousness objectified. So that's why conform your inner speech in the direction of your wishes fulfilled, in the direction of what you want to manifest in your life. It could be anything. You may be angry or upset with your wife or with your husband. or with your parents, with your best friends. So on the outside you might be calm, but the inner speech is of anger, frustration. And it can go on for days. The moment you see the person, it starts happening like that. But then because of the inner speech, you'll draw more of those relationships in your life to confirm that inner speech. So you can change your inner speech. Instead of focusing on what's wrong with this person, what do you want that person to be? Imagine others' positive response. How would you like the person to behave or respond? And see that response. I'll give you an example. Around three years back, I had an income tax matter. It was 31st December. And 31st March, sorry. And I had a big income tax matter, and that income tax officer was extremely negative about my case. And my group CFO went many times. He was hell-bent on passing a negative order for the huge amount. I requested him for my appointment twice. He denied the appointment to me. So last day, and obviously we knew he is going to pass the negative order. My CFO offered him money, everything, whatever one can do. But he was not budging. He said, sorry. And generally he was known to pass negative orders for everyone, you know. So last day I said, now what to do? And so I sat down in my office, I sat down in meditation. And I visualized that person. Telepathically, I was communicating with that person, hugging that person, showering love, and as if I am having such a wonderful conversation with each other. And then I'm seeing him typing the positive order. And wow, and I did it, and it happened, nice. And after doing this exercise, I just called this person. I said, let me call this person. If he gives me the time, fine. Otherwise, whatever it is, you know, let me call this person. I called him, and he said, I'm dictating your order only. I'm about to dictate your order. I said, sir, I need to just meet you for 2 minutes. He said, I have only 20 minutes. If you can reach my office within 20 minutes, I'll meet you. And remember, it's only for 2 minutes. So my office was close to the income tax office. I immediately reached there in 15 minutes. I met him. Behind him, there was a photo of Shri Ravi Shankar. So I said, sir, do you believe in him? He said, yeah, I go there regularly. I told him, sir, we also have a spiritual center in Bengaluru, little ahead of Shri Ravi Shankarji's ashram, by the name of Pyramid Valley. He said, what? Pyramid Valley? He said, I've been there twice. So he said, I met Patriji. How do you know Patriji? So then I told him about me and sir, how I'm involved with the valley and all. So then he was to meet me for 2 minutes. I was sitting with him for almost 40 minutes without talking any work, just like this, you know, all his spiritual subjects and discussions. And then in the end, I told him, sir, I came for this work. My humble request is whatever best you can do, please help me. He said, now it's not your work, it's my work. You go home. After 1 hour, I reached my office. After 1 hour, my CFO came to my office extremely surprised and exhilarated, and I had not even told him that going to meet him. I just went. Sir, the order is positive, there's zero demand. In fact, he has passed some order for some small amount of refund. And with zero money. So your inner speech, how you communicate to the other person, can be so powerful. Others only echo what you whisper to them in secret. Your energy speaks to them even before you talk to them. So energetically, somehow he got that positive vibration, positive vibe. So, and it's fun. It's a fun. You can apply this exercise on a daily basis for small, small things. It's thrilling. It's actually very thrilling. Because you can see the results instantaneously. Yeah.
Shreyans, wouldn't that be intrusion or manipulation to do something in our favor? Because it could be used for good as well as bad.
No, so you should be good, honest, pure, and positive. Secondly, you're doing something which is in the highest good. I always say in the end, even visualization, I say, if it is in the highest good. Because I may not know my highest good. But the divine knows my highest good. Right? So friends, stop spending your thoughts, time and money. Everything in your life must be an investment. And to invest means there is to spend when you stop spending. Spend means there is no hope for return or to waste. But to invest means you are expecting a return on your equity, right? So time must produce some return. It is precious. Your thoughts must produce some return. It is precious. So your thought is an inner speech. It should be actually invested and not wasted. Right? Most of the time our thoughts are being wasted and not invested. With money we can be very careful, right? Oh, how do I invest my money? But what about your thoughts? And then we go round and round in circle of disappointments and misfortune, not seeing them because it is as it is, because it not understanding that it is caused by our own inner talking. And then we start blaming others, and we are in that vicious cycle. So all your events and relationships of your life is your inner words made visible. Most of us, we rob others to be kind and generous to you. We rob others to be kind and generous to us because of our inner speech, because of our negative inner speech towards them. Because of our mental arguments, criticism, that feeling, that resistance with such firm intensity. And by doing that, we are robbing them of their true nature, to be kind and generous to you. And then you wonder why the person is like this. And then you say, oh, I thought so. Because the person is like this because you thought so. Friends, we are far more vibrational beings than verbal beings. Only 10% of the communication is verbal, 90% is actually non-verbal. We are communicating constantly with each other, with everyone, far more on a vibrational basis than on a verbal basis. I may speak all the goodness, all the best words, all the best quotes, but if my action or if my energy is not in synchronicity to that, you will immediately recognize it. You will know whether it is coming from the heart or this person is just faking it. Rumi said, when the words come from the heart, it will enter the heart. So you can lie with your words, but your energy never lies. You cannot lie with your energy. You can pretend with your words, but you can never pretend with your energy. So friends, focus day and night, be aware of your inner conversation. Your controlled inner conversation is the way to transform what you want to see and hear in the outside world, in the outward world. And that's why, that is our free will. It is our free will, what you want to see in the outside world. And that's why never entertain an undesirable feeling or think sympathetically of any wrong. Important, never entertain an undesirable feeling. If it comes, fine, but does not mean you entertain it. And not think sympathetically of any wrong. No matter what wrong is happening, be it any shape or form. You don't need to dwell on the imperfection of yours or others. There's a old Cherokee story where the grandfather asked the grandson. He says, son, inside us there lives two wolves. One wolf is negative and one wolf is positive. One wolf is anger, frustration, rage, guilt, shame, all negative qualities. And the other wolf, he said, inside us lives two wolves. The other wolf is full of love, joy, happiness, acceptance giving. He asked the grandson, if there's a fight between these two wolves, which one will win? Those who know, don't say the answer. Those who don't know, have not heard this, tell the answer. If there's a fight between these two wolves, which one will win? Who fight more? Okay. Mohit, you know it. No cheating. Your energy speaks to me before you speak. The one you feed, right? How do you feed? With your attention. So if you give more attention to those negative emotions, those negative feelings, those negative thought patterns, what you focus on expands. Your energy is the currency of the universe. Wherever your energy flows, wherever your thought goes, wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. So with your energy, you buy that experience into your life. And then you wonder what's happening in my life. So do Do not feel what you do not want to be done to others or to yourselves. And do not waste one moment in regret or guilt. Every guilt is a fresh blunder. There are no failures, only lessons. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Because if you think feelingly of the mistakes of the past, then you are actually reinfecting yourself. To think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. So that's why do not entertain any inner talks of regret, mistakes, or failures. Sometimes letting go is an act of far more power than defending or hanging on. So, and the person understands, eventually they understand the energy. You know, so many times you meet a person, you really want to be in their presence. And so many times you don't want to be in their presence. The energy speaks to each other. Or vice versa. You always like to be in the presence of person, or we want to be the person who is mostly positive, happy, right, joyful. No matter how many good conversation you may have or how many nice words you can speak to each other. Rumi said, words are pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one to another, not words. Whether it is your family, your friends, your relatives, your social circle. Neville Goddard said that the God sees into the very inner depth of your being. And the world is built upon, and the world is built out of this inner conversation. So friends, you can alter your life if you can change your inner conversation. Your whole vast world is this inner conversation pushed out. And your inner conversation is happening all the time, morning, noon, night. And then you take it to your dreams. And then in the dream also you're still talking with the same inner conversation. But remember, what your inner conversation is what you truly own. Because you believe in it, you feel it. So you truly own your inner conversation. And what you truly own must come to you, must come to pass. Because that becomes your true nature, that becomes your inner nature. Your inner conversation is equated to your nature. And then now I'm going to talk about the sleep also. Before you go to bed, how should you go to sleep? Whatever is your inner conversation, they don't remain idle. Remember this. Don't think, oh, you just thought about it intensely and now it is remaining idle. It doesn't remain idle in our mind. They balloon. Like a balloon, they will balloon and objectify in the outer world. And solidify as a manifested reality. Even the news, so many times we are reading negative news. Most of the time the news is filled of negativity, right? Mark Twain said if you don't read the news, you are uninformed. But if you read the news, you are misinformed. Most of the news is full of negativity, right? And it is, but it is the reality, it is the fact. So we think, oh, we must read the newspaper, we must watch the news. But the more you tune into the negative news, the more you are activating that vibration in you. That is your inner conversation then. That becomes your inner conversation throughout the day. So be careful even what you're reading, because what you give your attention to becomes your reality. We are a focusing mechanism. What you focus on will expand. So say to yourself, if it does not evolve me, it does not involve me. Remember, anything, if it does not involve me, if it does not evolve me, it does not involve me. And whatever you think is negative as your inner conversation is actually all things in the world, all situations are fundamentally neutral. That is how the source sees it. Everything from the source view is neutral. But we as human beings, depending on our conditioning, we assign the meaning. Right, wrong, good, bad, moral, non-moral, civic, non-civic. And the moment you assign the meaning, you buy that experience into your life. The moment you assign a negative meaning, a negative experience, say it's a negative, okay, you will buy that experience into your life. The moment you assign the meaning, you invite that reality into your life. Right? The observer affects what is being observed. Your subjective mind has an impact on the objective world. So friends, use your imagination, use your inner speech for transforming your life, for transforming your world around you, for creativity. And whatever you want, your inner conversation becomes your vibration. And whatever you want can come to you wherever you are. Location means nothing, right? Your vibration goes everywhere. So life is a training ground for perfecting your inner speech. It's a training ground for image making, for perfecting your imagination. That is the real secret of your life. That is the real secret of success. Whatever is your inner speech, whatever is your inner imagination, then your mind and the body works to make it real. So change your mental diet. What is your mental diet? Change your mental diet. Enrich your mental diet. We are so focused on outer diet. What about your mental diet? Feed your mind only loving, noble thoughts. Carlos Castaneda said, if you don't get hooked on talking to yourself, you will have no quarrels. Very powerful statement. If you don't get hooked on to talking to yourself, you will have no quarrels. You can never have an argument with a fully conscious person. So friends, inner conversation is a great virtue to cultivate. A positive inner conversation. we arise to higher level of consciousness. We arise to higher level of consciousness not because we have curbed our passions, not by curbing our passions, but by cultivating our virtues. So cultivate your virtues. You don't have to curb your passions. Spirituality does not mean curbing your passion. Spirituality means cultivating your virtues. That's why mastery of self-control of your thoughts and emotions is your highest achievement. That's why Rumi said, right? Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. Thank you. Thank you. So quickly, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll cover those two topics about prayers and sleep. Again, it's a very related topic, so I'll just take 10 more minutes. Is that okay? Yeah. Thank you. So prayer. A lot of people wonder, how do you pray? How should you pray? Should we pray or not? So prayer is also an art. And it's a practice. So, when you pray, you surrender to the God, right? But again, from what state of being are you praying? Are you praying from the state of lack? Or are you praying from the state of contentment, satisfaction? Are you praying from the state of fear? Or are you praying from the state of love? If you're praying from the state of lack, you'll create more lack. If you're praying from the state of frustration, you'll create more frustration in your life. So what is your state of being when you're praying? Whatever ceremonies we do, the chants, whatever the repetitions which are done in those chants, repetition done in prayers, are actually mere superstitions. And mostly they have been invented to give it seriousness. But what is more important is what is your state of being? Because that is what God is seeing. That is what the universe is seeing. What is your state of being? And the biggest essence of prayer is faith, right? Why do you pray to God? Because you believe that this person or this entity or this divine consciousness has power, much more power than me. So let me ask from that divine consciousness. Let me surrender. I have faith in that, which is amazing, because faith, the moment you have faith, you drop the resistance. That is the beauty of prayer. The moment you have faith, now even when you go back in your life, there's challenges, because of your faith, you know the end will be good. You know the happy ending of the movie. You believe that happy outcome. You believe in that happy outcome, even in the middle of challenges. And that is the beauty of faith. That is how faith helps you. That is the placebo effect of the faith. Faith powers your belief. So prayer is a subconscious act. I know I used to go a lot to temples. My family was always very religious. And I used to see people there are 100 statues, huge temple, 100 statues, obsessed by going and bending to every statue. And it became like a ritual activity, putting tikka on every statue. But prayer is something to be done with eyes closed. It is a subconscious act. It has to be done in silence, with peace of mind and tranquility. we make that also an activity, an outward activity, rather than an inward journey, an inward activity. Because it is in subconscious that all things are possible. It is in subconscious that you transcend time and space. So prayer is a subconscious act. And the good thing is, because of the prayer, it can modify your belief. It can override your belief systems, because you have faith in the God. Because you know, for God everything is possible. The change of assumption is a change of expression. You assume that for God anything is possible. And that's why the impossible becomes possible in your life. So when you pray, you see, if you are asking God for something, then you see as if it has already happened. You surrender to the God and see the end result. How you do in visualization, you see the end outcome. The fourth step of surrender is like a prayer to the God, to the quantum field, that I leave it to you. It's like seeing the happy end of the play. Right? You see and relish the dessert, not the starter. Look at the dessert, final dessert you're eating. Wow, enjoying it. You visualize and emotionalize the fulfillment of your wish. And how it helps? Because it drops the resistance. Normally when we have to do it, our conditioned mind thinks, oh my God, how it will happen, this, that, surrender. But when you surrender, the moment you surrender, you drop the resistance. That is the beauty of, that is how prayer really helps. It drops resistance. This is the miracle of surrender. And then you accept fully that no, it will happen. And now you are peaceful. You know at the end it will happen. God will do it for me. This is the miracle of surrender. You trust the process. You have faith in God. You have the knowingness that yes, for God anything is possible. That's why they say the faith can move mountains. So faith is an emotional act. You do with all your emotions, as if thanking God for making this happen. If you are asking for something. Or you may not need to ask, just surrender to the divine power. Just be in a state of gratitude. But again, gratitude is a powerful emotion. So prayer, most of the time our prayers are too much intellect, too little emotion. And then both are those stumbling blocks to prayers. Prayer is dropping your intellect and emotionally, feelingly do it. Feelingly surrender. So I'll go to the next one. This is the difference between religion and spirituality. In spirituality, you take responsibility for your life. In religion, you think, oh, something outside. Somebody outside will sort out everything for me without taking your responsibility. Now I'll go to the next one, is how to sleep, enlightened sleep. You know, the life that occupies 1/3 of our stay on this planet, on this earth, is sleep. 1/3 of our life goes in sleeping. So sleep, the moment the emotions with which you go to sleep is a very, very powerful time. Is a very, very powerful emotion. Because that emotion is going to dominate your whole sleep. It is a very potent time. A lot of times we go to sleep with frustration, with resistance, or watching some serials or some soap opera, which is some, there's a crime or there's some negative drama happening, and seeing that we go to sleep. But by seeing that program, you are actually programming your mind. So the emotions, your dominant emotion before you go to sleep is very, very powerful. And once you go to sleep, your subconscious takes it as a reality. And then it manifests that in your life. That is your vibration all night. That is your vibration to the quantum field. So, why not go to sleep by visualizing what you want in your life, or with gratitude? Whatever makes you to do it, go it in a positive feeling, with a positive emotion. And that's how you to go to sleep. Because once asleep, then you have no freedom of choice. Your entire sleep is dominated by that last waking concept of yourself. So before you go to bed, watch your inner conversation, watch your inner feelings. Never go to sleep feeling discouraged or dissatisfied. Never sleep in the consciousness of failure. A lot of time people get up in the middle of the night feeling anxiety or panic, because the kind of emotion with which you go to sleep, that will dominate your whole sleep. And then you'll wake up feeling the same thing. Even your sleep quality is disturbed. So when you visualize and go to sleep of what you want to manifest, or the wishes that you want to fulfill. So also with the help of visualization, you de-visualize what you are not wanting in your life. You de-visualize your current problems, your current reality, and focusing on the right outcome. And then you go to sleep. Just 30, 35 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes of changing your emotions can help you can help you manifest so effortlessly, because for 7 hours, 8 hours, then your subconscious is working for you. So don't go to bed seeking the life you desire. Go to bed living the life you desire, as if it's already happened. You are living it, and then you go back to sleep, and then you slip off to sleep. As if it's true, it's happening in the present moment. Because living, it is that living that gives life and motion to your wishes. So you can, friends, leverage your time daily, during the day, leverage your time by spending a little more time every day imagining, and a lot less time every day doing. Because you will not need to do so much. Do a little more imagining and a little less doing. Just imagine yourself into successes and watch what happens. And the problem is, if you don't, why visualize? Because if you don't, just before sleeping, when you are with yourself, when you are in your own self, whatever the thoughts that are heavy or survival based linger in us for a very, very long time. Whatever troubles you, think of it the most, right? And what happens is, when you do that, when you're thinking of that, and then when you go to sleep, so in the night, every night you move into the astral plane. And your thoughts, that emotions has its own vibration and frequency. When you go to the astral plane with a heavier vibration, with a slower frequency, then you will attract more thoughts, more emotions of the resonant frequency. And then you come back in your body with accumulating more of that. And when you go to sleep with the thoughts with a higher vibration, higher frequency, even your astral travel goes into higher planes because you are vibrating at higher frequency. And then you'll attract more of the thoughts and feelings of that resonant frequency. And that's how you'll bring back into your life. So in the astral plane, you magnetically connect to every thought ever thought is there in the astral plane. And you'll magnetically attract more of the same vibration. So that's why, friends, your dominant emotion before you go to sleep is most powerful. So your sleep is your superpower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll share the last slide. Simple concept. So friends, we have 4 stages of consciousness. One is the wakeful state, how we live our life, normal state, conscious state. Second is a deep sleep state, when we are in a deep sleep. You're not dreaming that time, you're in a deep sleep. Yeah. Your second state, dream state, when you're dreaming. That is the third state of consciousness. In your dream state also everything is real, right? Sometimes when you're dreaming, you think it's real. And the moment you open your eyes, then you realize, it's always a dream. But in a dream, it was so real. So that is another state. So first state is the wakeful state, then second is deep sleep state, and third is the dream state. And the fourth is the state that we all should live in. And that is the practice, which is the awakened state. In Vedas, they call it the Turiya state. Awakened state. Which is wakefulness plus awareness. Or awareness. You are aware every time. There is a deeper dimension which is always aware of this current dimension. The whole essence of spirituality is to reach this state, fully in the present moment, fully aware. That's when you are liberated of the past. Thank you. Thank you. So tomorrow, now we'll start relationships topic, okay? Tomorrow we'll cover relationships and ego, and we have a lot of topics remaining: parenting, addictions, soul contract, soul evolution, life between life regression, then transgenerational healing. So let's hope that we cover in next 2.5 days. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll just, we took some meditations with the kids. We'll just show you 3 testimonials, maybe just 3-4 minutes, yeah? We'll just play the video of those testimonials. Come. I made them do a breath work. For the kids, there's a called magic breath work for age 5 to say 11 years. And this kids beautifully did it. It's for 23 minutes. And just see the experiences of their breath work. Yeah. This we did in Kabir Bhavan in Pyramid Valley, day before yesterday. Yeah.
In the beginning, It was hard. I was blinking my eyes. I was opening my eyes. But after that, I fell, means I went to the universe. I started to enter many circles. And then I means turned into a rocket and I was roaming around the planets and all. Yeah, then I means once I had astral travel, I saw parts of that also. Means my grandfather passed away in February 17 this year. So I was missing him a lot. So I had an astral travel for 5-10 minutes. I did it. I explored means first of all there was glass stairs. I was means walking in the stairs there in the universe, like the sky, the dark sky. You can see there like that dark sky in the board. And the dead body of my grandfather was going on and beside of me. So then in the sun inside the sun I saw my grandfather's face. I became a fairy and I started to touch. I laughed with it. And a mirror started to pull me out. It started to pull me out. Then I crossed some rooms covered with mirror. After that, I crossed a bridge. Crocodiles, all the animals, nature, I saw the whole beauty. Like I was seeing the whole scenery. Then after that, I reached me.
And then it became easy. And then AC, I was feeling very cold. And then I saw like a white light coming. And then I saw my grandmother. She knew I was cold. She lit up a fire for me. And then I suddenly felt it warm. And then, my father is ill, including he has a fever. And then I found that she goes over there and she even showers the white light on him. And then he suddenly becomes fine. Then you said, some music was going on. And, when you said to come back to this world, I thought that my grandmother was holding my hand and she was coming with me to this world. And my father is perfectly fine. And he calls my mother Asa. I am fine, don't worry about me. And I really miss her. And during gratitude, I was really thanking my grandmother. Because of you right now, my father is fine. Thank you, Han.
Actually, the red one was, in the starting it was hard, but it started getting easier. And I was thinking like my stomach was in elastic. It is like it is going to blast off or something. It is going to squeeze inside. So, when something happened to my head, just started leaking and knowing how it happened. And when I closed my eyes, I saw some yellow circles in the dark, and I was walking through it. So I saw some rocks going through it, but they were starting to break. I was only going inside. Then I saw my father and my whole family over there. And then we all were going together by holding hands and walking to some stairs to the clouds. So then I saw my two grandfathers and my one grandbrother. They saw us and then hugged us very nicely to them.
They kept it. So keep it good.
So then what happened?
They kept it.
And then we went back to pool, and everyone was happy to see my grandmother and all. And after that, suddenly, we entered to one more new world, which just, the stairs were connected to the other world. And that world was filled with flowers, and it made me cover that. So then my grandmother said it will be fine, yeah, enjoy over, and we were very happy. And then the meditation.
Okay. Really? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you all of you. Thank you so much for your patience, for your time, and the gift of your attention. Thank you. When Varun was teaching, I went there. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. So now, friends, it is important today. What we will practice is silence now, right? As we move out, we come back here by 8:30, but do everything, whatever you are doing, your activity, going to your room, or eating dinner, everything in silence, right? So we maintain the silence to the extent possible, unless it is very important or urgent to communicate. But maintain the silence, and then come back to 8:30, and then in silence we'll continue our meditation, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Shehaz.
Thank you.
Thank you for these empowering sessions. We feel so motivated now to go and start our mind movies as soon as possible. Love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And silence, which Shehaz just mentioned, actually it does not mean going into our rooms and chatting to our friends or talking over the phones or even sleeping. We have to be around, है ना? And see whether our mind likes to stay in that still zone, and then this empowering session which has been planned for us, that will help us to connect with ourselves deeper and with the things around us, with the nature around us. Just take a stroll around, be around the place and see what draws your attention. Is it a blade of grass? Is it the moon? Is it the star? Is it the tree? Or a pebble lying around somewhere? Talk to them, communicate with them, acknowledge them. All these things, all these elements have been always present around us. We just tend to miss their existence, being lost in our own worlds. So let's see what is the message sent by universe for us to get into that zone of silence. I'd like to recite a few lines. In the gentle hush of silence we find a treasure of gratitude, one of a kind. For in quiet moments we learn to see the richness of life's simple beauty. In silence's depths, the world fades away, leaving room for gratitude to hold sway. We realize the worth of moments serene and how gratitude colors the world unseen. For it's in the stillness we truly perceive the gifts of life, and we start to believe that silence and gratitude together entwine, creating a tapestry so divine. So in the quiet, let gratitude bloom. In the vastness of silence, dispel the gloom. For the value of both, combined in harmony, enhances the soul and sets the spirit free. In the quiet moments, gratitude takes flight. In the stillness, it shines like a beacon of light. So let silence and gratitude in harmony play, enriching our lives in a beautiful way. So this is the message which has just been sent by universe for us to get deeper into that silence zone. So let's start getting into silence right away. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
My body, mind, and spirit